Hey guys, what's up? It's Kahoob here. Today I'm going to be talking about Crypto.com and its utility token CRO and why it's very bullish for 2021, and why you should buy the FUD and avoid the pure FUD tactics and buy when there's blood in the streets and buy while CRO is still low in price. So I will also be going over why all the negativity is just pure FUD. FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But when you call it FUD, usually it means people are trying to manipulate the market and try to say all these negative reasons on why people shouldn't buy and why you should be afraid of the price going down. But so it's usually people having a motive to purposely try and get you to sell your bags so then they can buy in even cheaper because they know it's a very bullish, like it's going to go up in price eventually. So first I will mention all the facts on why CRO is very bullish for this year of 2021. And as we know, this year has been known to be the big crypto bull run ever since last year of 2020. And so far, it's been proven to be true. If you guys were in crypto last year, you know that everyone's been talking about this year and how crypto is going to start skyrocketing this year. And so far, it has been. So you may think that this year being bullish, when I say this year is very bullish for CRO because of everyone talking about the crypto bull run of this year, you may think that just means that it's bullish for all the crypto markets, just the whole market, crypto market in general. But actually, this links directly to CRO being more bullish than other altcoins. And the reason being is because cryptocurrencies like to skyrocket from dumb money being poured in from retail investors. And we've recently seen many new people buy Bitcoin and enter the cryptocurrency space despite Bitcoin and crypto being pretty much the exact same as it was last year. The Bitcoin blockchain still works as it always has, but the price action makes newbies FOMO in. So for some reason, people like to buy at all-time highs. The reason I'm saying people FOMOing into crypto is extra bullish for CRO compared to other altcoins is because of Crypto.com's website name. So search engine optimization, also known as SEO, is very effective and probably more than you think. So if I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of Crypto.com's CEO, Chris Marszalek, his Twitter page. He mentioned that Crypto.com is breaking all-time highs of record signups within 24 hours. And he's mentioned this twice so far. So the all-time high signups have been broken twice as of recently. So let me actually show you the screenshot real quick. There's actually two different ones I want to show you guys about this. So here's one. Record month on all metrics. Monthly users, transactions, volume, revenue, 300,000 followers, and 100K Telegram members. And here's another screenshot. Chris Marszalek, Crypto.com new user signups at all-time high yesterday. Same for daily active users, so that's really good. And there is another thing is it's beating Binance. Here, I'll talk about this one a little bit. All right, so we can see that. So anyways, so remember that when people want to FOMO into crypto and know nothing about it, they won't automatically type in Coinbase or Binance. They will type in crypto or Crypto.com or where to buy crypto or crypto debit card or credit card. And Crypto.com, as I was mentioning, actually broke above Binance in most downloads in 2020 by around 1 million downloads. And so when these newbies FOMO into crypto and buy Bitcoin on Crypto.com, they will adjust to Crypto.com and get used to its user interface and everything. And they're not going to want to move to KYC all over again elsewhere. It can be pretty annoying to KYC yourself on all these different exchanges and everything. I personally do it just so I can review them for YouTube videos and which one I think is the best personally and everything. But anyways, these people will most likely start to take advantage of all the perks that the exchange and the app give you when you buy and hold CRO, such as the syndicates, Supercharger, DeFi Swap, Crypto Earn, and the debit cards. So as you can see, there's Binance and there's Crypto.com. All right, so the next thing is about compliance with regulators. So if you listen to the most recent AMA with Chris Marszalek and Maggie, Chris talks about how Crypto.com is doing everything possible to comply with every single regulation possible and get as much financial licensing as possible to comply with every single regulation possible. And because regulators will crack down on crypto in general If you aren't prepared to be cracked down on, your crypto company may fail due to competition that is already set and ready for all this to happen. And so this is why I'm not worried about Crypto.com breaking any laws, and also they're setting themselves up to stay ahead of the curve. So they're doing pretty good for that. And it's discussed, like I mentioned, in the AMA right here. I'll link it down in the description. All right, so moving on, we see that particle B. I'll actually find the screenshot really quick for you and just tell you guys what particle B is. And so here we go. We have particle B. So Chris Marslick says that particle B would be to Crypto.com chain what consensus is to Ethereum. Expect at least 4 to 5 strong projects coming out of particle B every year, building a powerful ecosystem and solid infrastructure for Crypto.com chain. And we can see Gary, or CTO of Crypto.com, launches Particle B startup accelerator dedicated to incubating projects built on blockchains, including the CRO or Crypto.com chain, with a high potential to bring disruptive impact. So, as we can see, this is very bullish for Crypto.com. Mainnet, when Mainnet happens in Particle B, you'll have a lot of people being incentivized to build their projects on the Crypto.com chain. And that can be very bullish for CRO price action. So next thing is that in the recent AMA, which this is the one, Chris mentions that in Q1, so quarter one of this year, 2021, we should see credit lending with the Visa debit cards. So basically that means we won't have to top up the debit card and can take out a collateralized loan based on our account balance, and that can be used with the Visa debit card. So that's going to be pretty cool. Obviously, you have to pay it back and everything, but I think it might be based on some money that's either locked up against your card, so like your card stake, or maybe in crypto earn or something, like, as long as it's locked up. So another mention with the debit card is that sometime this year we should see virtual debit cards as well, which is that's going to be very helpful for many reasons. As people have card delays and everything. And if there's virtual debit cards, you can get access to your card right away, and then your reimbursements can come through, and you won't have to worry as much with waiting for your card to deliver, because some people don't upgrade their cards to get better perks because they'll have to wait 6 months or 5 months, 4 months, whatever, 3 months to get their card. I've never had that issue personally. My cards usually ship within 2 weeks, and I say it like that because I've upgraded my card, and also all my family members have got crypto debit cards from the same Crypto.com, and they ship pretty fast. All right, so it was also mentioned that the Cryptocom Exchange, which I was actually just on it right here, will be available to the United States sometime in 2021. So Chris said that he pretty much wants to make it available to the USA this year, because he mentioned in the AMA that the USA markets are starting to become more and more important. And the exchange offers a lot more reasons to hold CRO, like the syndicate, where you can get like 50% off a certain token in the syndicate, like get Ethereum 50% off if you hold a certain amount of CRO in the syndicate or whatever. And they also have the stake to take for lower fees on the exchange. Also, I heard the spread's way smaller, and the exchange is way better for buying, selling, and trading cryptocurrencies anyways. And the United States doesn't have access to any of the benefits for holding CRO on the exchange, and there's a lot. So when the exchange comes to the United States, there's going to be way more reasons to buy CRO and hold CRO, other than just the debit card, because crypto earn is no longer really a reason for the United States, because you can get higher interest on Bitcoin. So there's really no reason to stake CRO and earn. There's only really a reason to stake for the Jade Green and Royal Indigo, and the Icy White, and the Rose Gold, because those give you more interest in crypto earn. Anyways, so Crypto.com has a very good security, and it's discussed in the AMA, and it makes me comfortable to hold a large amount of money with them if I wanted to stake for the card benefits, which I personally do, and I feel like my money's secure. Not only is it locked up in the app, so if I get hacked, there's really no one could take that money because it's locked up, so that's kind of nice. But also just Crypto.com in general, for them, I don't really think they're going to get hacked. They have really good security, and Chris mentions it in the AMA that, you know, this is a large investment point for us, so they do their best for security reasons. And they even recently released the anti-phishing code that can kind of be taken advantage of, but it is helpful at the same time. It really depends. Some people are trying to FUD that, but anyways. Now for some more basic things, we must understand that people do not care about decentralization, not your keys, not your coins, or holding on coins, cold storage. You know, the average human being understands banking and centralization and feels more comfortable with centralization and interest-bearing accounts. So new people have been FOMOing into crypto due to Bitcoin breaking all-time highs and Ethereum as well. So we need to understand that people do not care about tokenomics either. This has been shown with Dogecoin and XRP and Ethereum and such, as Dogecoin pretty much has an unlimited supply. I'm pretty sure if we go onto CoinGecko, and right now it's been pumping, so click on Dogecoin, it literally has an infinity sign on circulating supply versus the total amount. So an XRP has 100 billion tokens, the same as CRO, which XRP has gone to $3. And Ethereum also, if we go to Ethereum, circulating supply versus the total supply is infinite, so unlimited. Although Ethereum is going to proof of stake, so I think it's going to be deflationary pretty soon. But other than that, we need to understand that Elon Musk pumped Dogecoin, obviously, but he pumped it by him mentioning it. So Elon Musk pumped Dogecoin by him mentioning it, despite it being a terrible investment. So you have to understand that the average person does not care about tokenomics. I mean, think about it. Dogecoin is a terrible cryptocurrency to invest in. There's really no future to it in a sense. I mean, there's an unlimited supply, so the tokenomics suck, but it's still pumping despite that. So people in crypto who've been in it for a while are obsessed with tokenomics, but when it comes down to it, the average human being of retail do not care. So knowing all these things about centralization and all what the average human being likes and everything, we have to realize that these are all these are all reasons why. Let me reword that. Knowing all these things helps you know why CRO is super bullish for 2021. Obviously, like I've been mentioning a ton of other reasons, but when it comes to people FOMOing into crypto and newbies coming in, you have to realize that also another thing is that newbies don't understand advanced cryptocurrencies, right? When it comes to pretty much almost any altcoin, like Cardano or any DeFi type coins or anything that, you know, you have to download like a node or whatever, like Cardano, the Shelly mainnet and all that. Like people who are not involved in crypto or are new to it, they don't understand these things. They don't really stand the use case, or like, what's the point of this crypto when I can just buy Bitcoin? Like, why buy this altcoin? What makes it so much different or whatever? So in my opinion, the easiest cryptocurrencies to understand are utility tokens. The Celsius token, the Voyager token, the CRO token, the SXP token, the Binance token. I think utility tokens are the easiest to understand because it reminds people of a stock, like shares of a company. And not only that, it's also the coin directly links with the use case. You know, buy this many or this many tokens and receive these type of benefits. So in my personal opinion, it's very easy for the average human being to understand. Another thing is that the average person sees any crypto under $1 and they automatically think, oh, that's so cheap, I should buy because under $1, that's so good. And also you have to understand that people are more likely to think a coin can go from $1 to $5, right? Compared to Bitcoin or another altcoin going from, you know, like $500 to $25,000, despite the tokenomics, right? The tokenomics may say it's more likely for this cryptocurrency to go to $500 to $25,000, but they're not going to see it that way. They think, oh, you know, 50 cents to, you know, $5 or $3, that's way more likely. You know, $1 to $10, that's so likely compared to, you know, like I was saying, $500 to $25,000 and whatnot, even though it's X5 either way, or you're 5Xing it either way, I meant to say. All right. So now onto the debit cards. Let's actually go over to Cryptocom and go look at the debit cards. All right. So these crypto debit cards are very good for CRO, as the average human being understands debit and credit cards and understands credit card perks. So when they see they can get debit card perks and they see how good of perks they can get with simply investing into CRO, and it's not even a purchase, as you can unstake and move or sell the CRO after 6 months. Of course, you would lose the benefits, but you can profit from all these perks and even from CRO going up in value. So if CRO stays stagnant for 6 months and doesn't move, you can earn free money from all the perks. And if CRO goes up, you profit either way. And if CRO goes down a bit, you can make it up by using the other perks or using the perks. So I believe many people will be staking for these debit cards, even if it's just the ruby red. Is they can get amazing perks and get to invest in a coin under $1, right? People want to FOMO into a coin under $1, and they understand centralization and credit card perks, and they want to get, like I was saying, into a cheap coin. They understand centralization, credit card perks. They most likely will understand utility tokens the easiest, so that's going to make them feel more comfortable that they're actually investing in something they understand. All right, so now that I've discussed all that, I want to cover all the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt with CRO and Crypto.com. So do not listen to the subreddit of people FUDing or YouTubers or anyone telling you that CRO won't recover or it's a terrible investment falling to under 1 penny or, any of that FUD. So if you think about this logically on why people do this, you will realize that these people are secretly bullish on CRO. I mean, just think about it. If you are bearish on a token or think it's a scam or manipulated, usually you just leave it alone and let people say whatever they want about it in a positive way, and you go on with your day. So for someone to actively say something bad about a token just shows how much they're obsessing over it. They're actually bullish. So for me personally, I do not have time to waste on bearish projects. So if I find a bearish project or I think it's a scam, but people are promoting it, I just leave it and that's it. Obviously I'm not going to support a scam, but I'm not going to go around telling people who are bullish on it and tell them how terrible the investment it is or why it won't ever go up in value or how it'll only crash. Even if it's not a scam and it's just a bad token to invest in. I'm not going to go around telling these people who are bullish on it oh, don't waste your time with that token, this or that. Because if I did do that, it would be pretty obvious that I have a hidden motive, because there's too many projects out there to hate on and say why all these different projects are so bad. These people are obviously just FUDing to try to buy in cheaper. So the second FUD tactic I want to discuss is about the MCO to CRO swap. So many people like to quote and link a video of Chris mentioning how there would never be an MCO to CRO swap. And I think the video is from 2019. But people need to understand how fast-paced and confusing crypto regulations are to literally everyone, including the regulators themselves. So crypto is still very new when it comes to laws and regulations, and I'll link the article down in the description that explains the MCO to CRO swap that happened because of legality reasons. But the SEC would have been attacking Crypto.com's MCO token the same way they're attacking XRP. And MCO would have definitely tanked in value. And MCO token was an ICO, initial coin offering, which made it not look good in the eyes of the regulators. So MCO was swapped to CRO, and I personally found this very bullish. So not only because CRO looks good in the regulatory eyes, but also because Crypto.com should have only ever had one token only, especially if they're trying to reach newbies in crypto, as new people in crypto won't really understand why a company has two different tokens. I was honestly pretty confused on that. Since I'm in the United States, I really only had access to crypto earned to buy, for that reason, to buy MCO at the time and the debit cards. So I did have the Ruby Red with the MCO token. Then I did the swap. And then they had CRO2, which I didn't really have a reason to other than gift cards, I guess. But I never bought CRO just because I didn't really understand why they had two different tokens and everything. So it was pretty smart of them to change that. And that's when I was newer in crypto as well. So the MCO to CRO swap also has a FUD tactic by Redditors and YouTubers who keep saying that CRO will crash even further in the coming months or weeks even, due to people unlocking their stake from the Cryptocom Exchange, since they were all forced to hold their CRO, which used to be MCO. And a lot of people were unhappy with the swap due to, I'm assuming, tokenomics of CRO compared to MCO, and the fact that Chris said it would never happen. So I personally do not believe that CRO will crash because of this. The reason being is that whales are people who have basically hold large bags of the token. I feel like they were smart enough to have sold their MCO on exchanges instead of taking the extra 20% bonus to lock your coins for 6 months. So in my personal opinion, the people who took the 20% bonus probably were more on the side of being bullish of CRO. Otherwise, why be forced to hold something for 6 months that you think will go down in value? That doesn't really make sense. So yes, you get extra 20% of the tokens of your money or whatever, but not only were they were giving it at a kind of a bad rate of tokens if you swapped, but they were giving a 20% bonus, which kind of helped make up for it, but I think it still wasn't as great. But I don't see why the swap was optional, so many people probably sold on exchanges. So also, not every single person swapped their MCO to CRO on the exact same day. So when you see these videos flooding CRO saying, oh, in exactly 1 week, or on February 5th, or whatever, January this day, or whatever, they say the exact day, and they're like, this day is gonna dump so hard, So I personally don't think there will be a huge dump of CRO because people swap their MCO to CRO on different days and stuff. So I think there will be many buy orders to cover the sell orders from people dumping their CRO from the swap if they did decide not to stay after the swap. Also, the United States got their CRO locked up for only 3 months, and it didn't really impact the price as it was already going down. So the price was going down, but before and after the swap, but like it didn't drastically change. Like it didn't go even farther or faster when the 3 months were up, because people did lock their swap in at different days. So nothing dramatic happened due to the 3-month lockup being unlocked or anything. So another thing is people were FUDing the CRO price, saying it'll never recover because of the card stake tiers changing. Because this Ruby Red used to be 1,000 CRO, 10,000, 20, or 100,000. So it was 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. And they then changed it to like 2,500, 25,000, 250,000 CRO, and then 2,500,000 CRO. And now it's at 5,000, 50,000, 500,000, and 5 million CRO. So people were saying, oh, this devalues the CRO token because you're getting the exact same benefits, but now paying more CRO. But another thing is people are saying, oh, CRO will never go up in value because no one's going to want to pay. If we do the math, like, for example, if CRO got back to its all-time high and this one is 50,000, that'd be 50,000 times 0.18. So no one's going to want to pay $9,000 to stake that much for these perks of 3% back on card spends, 100% on Spotify, 100% on Netflix, 10% interest on your stake, and airport lounge access. But if you guys have been around for a while, you know that they changed these whenever the price of CRO changes. They've reduced the cost of these they reduced the cost of these cards before by lowering the CRO amounts when CRO goes up in value. So, for example, if CRO did go back up to 18 cents, let's say, the Jade or the IC, actually, I'll just do this. So the Jade Green would be at 10,000 CRO. So then you would times it by that, and it'd be more closer to 1,800. And this card would be closer to 18,000. They may possibly wait for CRO go to a bit higher before doing that, but they definitely will slowly adjust the card stakes and make them more fitting for the price of CRO. So also, I don't think it devalues CRO by changing these higher, because there's many other reasons to hold CRO, like the syndicate, the supercharger, and all these different reasons. And another thing is people were saying every time they changed the card tiers, CRO would go down in value, but that was pure FUD, because what was happening is CRO was going down in value, and so they would change the CRO amount on the cards to adjust to make it the same price in US dollar value. so the cards wouldn't just be super duper cheap and not be affordable for Crypto.com to pay out. So they wanted to make sure they had enough money to pay out the perks for your stake that you're putting in. So it was Crypto.com adjusting the card tiers of the price for the cards or the stake amount whenever CRO would go down. It wasn't the opposite. It wasn't they were adjusting the stake and therefore CRO went down. So that was what people were trying to say, but that was just pure FUD. And another thing is we can look at the altcoin season index. As we can see, CRO is in the top 50 coins, and we can see what is an altcoin season. If 75% of the top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last season, 90 days, it is altcoin season. So we can see CRO right here. So worse than Bitcoin over the last 90 days, CRO right here. Better than Bitcoin over the last 90 days. So we need over 75%, and it's a bullish indicator that CRO is one of the indicators to see if it's an alt season or not. As we can see, we're getting closer and closer to alt season, and that'll help CRO go up in value as well. Last summer, 2020 of summer, we were in alt season, and this indicator is really helpful, so you know when to be invested in, to when to take profits from your altcoins and put it in Bitcoin and so on like that. So, oh yeah, another thing is, I didn't show some of these screenshots to you guys. So I showed you guys that one. I have some more over here. So another thing is we see Chris say, many thanks to Visa CEO Al Kelly, I think that's AL, for his Crypto.com shout out during the earnings call. I tuned in, it says tuned in to hear Visa CEO Ali talk about Visa's approach to crypto on our earnings call. They mentioned a bunch of different crypto companies like Fold, Crypto.com, I think BlockFi too, and some other companies but they mentioned Crypto.com, which is pretty cool. Also, with mainnet launch, another thing is that's really cool about mainnet is we can see Chris mentioned that they have industry-leading companies supporting Crypto.com chain ahead of mainnet. As we can see, Alchemy will provide full node services for the Crypto.com chain. Another thing that's very bullish is Crypto.com keeps getting partnerships. So we got the Booking.com partnership. You can pay with Crypto.com app and get up to 25% off. Another really bullish indicator is we have new Crypto.com app users can now enjoy 0% debit credit card fees for the first 30 days. So with them reaching new record all-time high signups within 24 hours, they're definitely trying to get more and more people. And this is a perfect way to get people to choose Crypto.com to get 0% fees on their debit card purchases. There's still the spread, though, in the app. And also there's the Bison Trails with the validator nodes for mainnet that Crypto.com and Bison Trails are working together. So we can see that's very bullish for mainnet for the Crypto.com chain. So it says attracting validators to help stress test our mainnet is vital to a successful rollout, and removing technical barriers in the way of running their nodes is critical. We chose to work with Bison Trails because of their skills with distributed systems and robust infrastructures. Their node clusters are built on a multi-cloud, multi-region foundation spread across 4 continents and are able to withstand cascading failover events. So this is the CEO of Bison Trail said, we're excited to support the Crypto.com chain as it uses battle-tested innovations like Tendermint consensus to build the new financial infrastructure to support Crypto.com's fleet of offerings and services and advance crypto adoption worldwide. So there's many, many reasons to be bullish on CRO and Crypto.com. So that's basically all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I'm predicting CRO to definitely break all-time high of 18 cents this year of 2021 and possibly reach $1 to $2 as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later in the next one.